As always, it is so great to have you here, and I hope you're all staying safe and healthy out there. Anyways, today we're making a classic recipe from Spain that truly defines the Spanish kitchen. We're talking Arroz Meloso con Bacalao y Gambas. This is basically a Spanish-style seafood risotto, and let me tell you, this rice is filled with so many beautiful flavors. It is absolutely easy to make, and the best part, it's all done in a little over 30 minutes. Folks, serve this rice next to a crunchy baguette and a bottle of Spanish red wine. More specifically from the region of Ribera del Duero, you're gonna have yourself an instant trip to beautiful España. All right, let's just dive right into this. I'm gonna add in 1 liter of fish broth into a saucepan, which is a little over 4 1/4 cups. Link where you can get the Spanish fish broth I'm using in the description box below. Then we'll pinch in 1/4 teaspoon of saffron threads, which is 0.17 grams. Link where you can get the golden saffron I'm using in the description box below as well. And we'll heat it with a medium-high heat. At the same time, I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add in a generous 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 35 milliliters. While the oil is heating, I'm going to finely chop 1 small onion, roughly chop 5 cloves of garlic, and finely chop 1 red bell pepper. Then we'll add the chopped ingredients into the hot fry pan, and we'll mix them around. That way they're all coated in the olive oil. And as you know, I always like to mix these ingredients around continuously. That way everything evenly sautés. After 3 to 4 minutes, and the vegetables are lightly sautéed, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.5 grams. And we'll give it a quick mix. That way that paprika is evenly coating all the vegetables. As always, the Spanish paprika I'm using is from Kiva. Link where you can get some in the description box below. And if you buy it from that link, you'll also get 25% off your order. Then we'll add in half a cup of tomato sauce, which is 120 grams. I made mine by finely grating fresh tomatoes, but you can also use canned tomato sauce here, or even passata. And we'll give it a mix, and then simmer it for a few minutes. After 3 to 4 minutes, and the tomato sauce has slightly thickened, it's time to add in the rice. I'm going to measure out 1 cup of rice, which is 190 grams, and add it into the pan. For this recipe, I'm using Spanish bomba rice, which is the one that's typically used to make paella, very similar to arborio rice. Of course, you can use other types of rice here. However, the liquid to rice ratios might be different, as this type of rice absorbs more liquid than others. And we'll season everything with sea salt and just a kiss of freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll mix the rice around continuously between 1 to 2 minutes. After about 2 minutes, and the rice is lightly toasted, we'll grab the saffron-infused fish broth and gently add it into the fry pan. And unlike risotto, you don't have to mix this around continuously, but do get it every 2 to 3 minutes, as this is going to help release the starch in the rice, which is going to help thicken up that broth, and at the end, give us a beautiful creamy texture. In the meantime, let's start getting our seafood ready. I'm going to add in 2 cod fillets over some paper towels, and pat them completely dry. The size of the fillets I'm using are 7 ounces, which is 200 grams each. And I am using cod that are about frozen and thawed out, but you can also use the fresh kind here, as well as any other type of firm white fish. Then we'll season the cod with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And then we'll cut each fillet into small bite-sized pieces. And we'll also add in half a pound of raw jumbo shrimp over some paper towels, which is 225 grams, and pat the shrimp completely dry. For this recipe, I'm using red Argentinian shrimp that I bought frozen and thawed out and already peeled and deveined. However, you can use whatever shrimp you like here. And we'll season the shrimp with a kiss of sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. Okay, let's move back to the rice. About 15 minutes after adding the fish broth, you can see a lot of it has been absorbed by the rice, but there's still plenty of liquid left. We'll add in the cod and the shrimp, and we'll give it 1 final mix. That way everything's well mixed together. Then we'll place a lid on the pan and simmer it for another 3 to 4 minutes until the rice and the seafood are perfectly cooked through. Important to check the package instructions in the rice that you're using, that way you cook the rice right on the money, meaning you want to add in the seafood in there when you have about 3 to 4 minutes for that rice to be perfectly cooked. After about 3 to 4 minutes, and all the ingredients are cooked through, this dish is ready to go. I'm going to remove the pan from the heat, transfer some of the rice into a serving dish, and garnish with some fresh parsley. Check it out, Arroz Meloso con Bacalao y Gambas, Spanish-style seafood risotto, super easy to make, gorgeous presentation, and all done in a little over 30 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, Arroz Meloso con Bacalao y Gambas, truly what the Spanish kitchen is all about. Here we go. Check that out, still nice and piping hot. I tell you, with that first bite, it instantly fills your body with so much goodness. As for the rice, it's perfectly cooked and you have that creamy goodness. So important to mix that rice every 2 to 3 minutes. As for the rest of the ingredients, you have the vegetables, the spices, and of course that seafood for a beautiful lift of goodness. Folks, give this a try at home. Once again, next to a crunchy baguette and a bottle of Spanish red wine from the region of Ribera del Duero, you're gonna have yourself an instant trip to beautiful España. Real quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Stephen Riggs, John Kachanowski, John Dayan, and Juan Iturri. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.